Hi, ladies. Good afternoon to you. Can you all hear me? Welcome.
Yes, I can hear
Can you
you.
hear me? You can. Okay. Hi, my people. Nice to see you this afternoon. I guess we shall be fair to the ones who came in early and get ready to start. I am so excited to have you all here. It is such an honor. It's such a joy. Thank you for making it here. How do you feel? Congratulations to each one of you. Thank you for making the time to come. I know it is time in the middle of work. Work is closing off, guys preparing for Christmas, there are parties, but thank you for making the time. I don't take it for granted. I'll start with a moment of honoring God and inviting him to be part of this celebration of us making the landmark to 21 days. And it is such a delight to know that God has walked with us this journey. We give him the glory, the honor, and we invite him to be with us. As our friends, join us. Okay, so today I won't keep you long and you won't be hearing a lot from me. Remember, this is where we started from on 27th November, and look where we are now on 19th. Congratulations, please unmute your microphones. Let's send flowers and let's congratulate each one of us, even the people who are not here. Well done, ladies.
Thank you all.
I celebrate you all. Well done. Thank you. So without even delaying further, flowers to all of you, send them in a chat, send them on our WhatsApp chat, send the confetti, and it's a reason to celebrate. So I really appreciate you guys for showing cause to be here. Okay. So we go on quickly. We have a short program. And in this program, you'll not be hearing a lot from me. You'll be hearing a lot from the other people whom I've asked to be part of this challenge of today's presentation. Now, we have done well. Some people have, I've realized many times we are hard on ourselves. I know the target was to do everything and do it well. But even if you've done one thing and done 80% of it, it's worth the celebration. I've shared with you all how this journey started, the fails, the wins. Some I haven't even shared. Some I haven't even shared. Some I haven't even said. But I just look at the goal and the end and where we've come from. There are times ladies would tell me, I plan to do 2 days, or rather 2 things. I've not been able to do 2 things, but at least one I've been able to. And I'm like, if you've done that one well, it is good. It is as good as you've done it all. That's why I said we start small. So without further ado, I want to ask a few ladies to share with us their stories. Now, this is not to say that they are the winners or the best. No, it's just ladies that were willing to share a little bit, and they've been consistently engaging me thoroughly on this journey. For these particular ladies, I've had a chat with them at least 3 or 4 times a week, minus the daily reminders. They've come, they've told me their wins, and I feel that it's such a story that is worth sharing with the rest of us. So without further delay, I want to call upon Tahia Naseje. I pray that the internet will cooperate. Tahia, if you want to put on your video, you can put it on. If you want to put it off, whichever works according to the internet, you're welcome. You have about 2 to 5 minutes. If you could do 3 minutes, that will be excellent. Let's hear from you, Tahia. What has this journey been like?
Thank you, Dr. Lillian. I don't know, can you hear me all?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, thank you. I think I'll not put on my video because it will interrupt my internet. My internet is not so good
That's
here.
okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to speak to you all. My name is Naseje Tahia. I am a lawyer. I am still a young lawyer by profession, but I'm also a passionate fashion designer. Yeah. Now, when we set out for this journey, I remember our first Zoom meeting with Dr. Dr Lillian. As though she was speaking to me, everything she said on that, in that meeting, she was directly speaking to me. I've always wanted to take on, most especially in health, I've always wanted to work out and be consistent on it, because initially I have been working out, but not consistent. Should be working out and then a week, even 2 weeks or a month, and you haven't even skipped a rope. So I was like, you know what? I intentionally want to do this. And specifically, I wanted to lose my belly fat. Being a 1 year, 3 months postpartum, whenever I'd look at my belly, I'll be like, no, no, I want it away. So I was like, you know what? I need to work on my belly and also improve my sewing. So those are the two things that I was set out to do. But where we started, oh my God, I was so scared. I was like, okay, I'm taking on these. Will I really be consistent? I've ever done something of a sort. I joined some platform, but then honestly, I didn't have any motivation. I joined, but even sometimes I would miss, and then they would not even check on you to know how you're doing. Why did you miss or something like that? So I felt I wasn't even part of the group. I was like, okay, what's the point of you putting us together and you don't even check on us to see how we're doing? Someone misses 2 weeks, you don't even, check on them to see whether they are okay or not. So yeah, that was it. So I was like, okay, let me give this a shot. So we started out, and I tell you what, the rest is history. Yeah, the rest is history. I have really achieved so much. I set out to do 2 things. Yeah, to lose my belly fat and also to improve on my sewing. Since I am passionate about fashion, I took out an online course and I have been battling it. So I was like, you know what? I remember one time I had set to do 5 pieces a week, and I failed out in, a full week, and I had not done anything. So Dr. Lillian told me, you know what? You can take it slow, bit by bit. You can even do 2 or 1. But you guys, let me tell you, I intentionally tried that every day after work. I would do 20 minutes. And it has been so amazing. I have moved so far. I have done so great. I note this, but when I look at my notebook, I become so happy. Oh my God, it's so amazing. So how the journey has been, honestly, it's been so amazing. It has been so amazing. The daily checkup that the doctor does, hello Tahia, are you okay? Are we winning? You haven't been accountable. Are you okay? It gives you that extra push. Even when you're not feeling okay, you're able to share, you pour out, you feel you're in something with someone. And trust me, with time, you also feel like you can do it alone. I think that's the most amazing thing that doctor does. Yeah, the consistency, the consistency with my workout. It's been amazing. For the 21 days, I think I've only missed twice. And the first time that I missed, I actually made up later in the evening. And the second time, of course, I didn't. But when I left, I woke up late. So when I woke up, I was like, oh my God, it's already late. I just rushed to shower and get ready for work. But in the course of that day, my body was like, you know what? Something is missing. I felt it so deep. And trust me, I've never missed again, ever. So my brain is now programmed. Waking up time, this, workout for 20 minutes or even less sometimes, shower and then go. So and this has been, my now daily thing. It's now programmed into my head. This challenge has given me a good mood. Working out, you people, the goodness of working out, it has given me a good mood. I would usually have a very bad mood. You leave home, get into a taxi, everything is annoying you. Someone close to you maybe does something small and you feel, you're off already. But ever since I started working out, I've had a very good mood straight from home. You wake up, we always have a lot now for us as mothers. the home, you know, then work, then family, friends, everyone, everything is pissing you off. But the good mood that I have, trust me, nothing can piss me off. And even if it does, it doesn't affect me like it used to. Yeah. The work stresses, the what, all that happens. But the level that it affects you, it is not like the way it used to be. I would get stressed with work, even get a headache, your what. But now it's normal. I'll work the whole day, very hectic, but I would still be in a happy mood. Everything goes on as usual. Yeah, so the tricks. Now, I'd like to share with you, I think, what has helped me, you know, be consistent. Aside from Dr. Lillian's, you know, checkups and encouragements and push, you need to have a plan in place. Yeah. If you're intending on, you know, winning and being consistent on your wins and your goals, have a plan. Because when you have a plan, you will not go off track. You'll be able to tick off your wins for that particular day. And you're like, you know what? Yeah, today I'm good. Today I've achieved. Today I've not. Maybe I'll do better. Yeah, tomorrow. You will, at the end of it all, you will see that you've actually done a lot bigger than you intended to do. Yeah. So that really, really resonates with Dr. Lillian's thing of telling us, you know what, write those small steps, write those small wins. At the end of the day, you will see that you've achieved so big. Yeah. Then the other thing, reward yourself for those little wins. When you see that you're winning, please reward yourself. I remember the day I did a full week of everything that I set out to do. I took myself out. I bought myself chicken. I love chicken and pizza. I bought myself chicken. I bought myself a very good shoe. And I felt so good. So reward yourself for those wins, my dear. Reward yourself, because at the end of the day, it will boost your continuity. It will boost your interest in what you're doing. And then at the end of it all, you're sticking to your goal, you're winning, and you're being consistent. My greatest challenge, honestly, it has been consistency. Yeah. Having to know that, you remember, someone like me who has been used to that morning good sleep and then making sure that we have to wake up and work out. It's been challenging, honestly, but my greatest motivation, besides doctor's reminders, I would look at my plan. I look at my small wins that I've been documenting, and I would say to myself, Tahia, you know what? You cannot go back to where you've been. Yeah. I'd look at my wins and I'm like, I can even do better. So the challenges are there, but you have to keep reminding yourself that you want something better for yourself. I've had so many wins, ladies. I've set out to lose belly fat, but have I lost it? No, I haven't. But I've gained so much more from working out than even what I thought was bigger, losing belly fat. I have gained so much from working out than just losing belly fat. Of course, I feel healthy, I feel fit. I no longer even care about the belly fat. It's okay. It can be there. Yeah. Oh, sorry, doctor. I'm almost winding up. Very many things, having a good mood and everything. Most of them I can't share, but trust me, I have gained a lot, and a lot. Thank you so much, Doctor. I would also appreciate G4G, because if it wasn't for G4G, I wouldn't have met you. I thank G4G for giving us this platform to be better. And also thank you, Doctor. You know, there are very many people that are doing this, but thank you for doing it differently, and thank you for doing it passionately. I am so much honored to have been part of this. And moving forward, trust me, I'll not disappoint you. I'll always tell you my wins, and I know I'll win bigger. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tahia. I'm sorry I had to cut you short, but I hope you have said all that you had prepared to say. Thank you. The ladies are celebrating you. The ladies appreciate that you took the courage to share with us. We really appreciate and we celebrate your wins. And again, those that are just joining us, we're just giving each other a chance to share. And there are particular ladies that I asked to prepare because these ladies have kept engaging me. Tahia, I've not even met her, but I can assure you, I think I've chatted with her 4 times or 5 times a week. And it has been such a joy to see her progress. When I looked at her messages from the beginning to now, oh my God, It's amazing. So without any further delay, again, ladies, I'll give you 2 to 5 minutes, 5 maximum if you really have to. I set the timer. So we have to keep the discipline. I'll ask Josephine Olok, please. Josephine, I don't know if you cut your name short to Joey or Jojo or Jose. Josephine, please share.
Joe, I'm known as Joe a lot. My friends call me Joe or Josie. Yeah. I hope you can all hear me.
Okay. Yes, very well.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Lillian. I missed the first call, but when I did see news of the challenge, I went and watched the video, and I decided that there were issues that I was struggling with that I wanted to kind of really address. The issues were networking. I do attend a lot of events, but by network, I feel it's just not as I would like it to be. I don't feel that if I needed somebody, I could just call them because I haven't really built that network. I also struggle with what to wear and feel confident in my image. So, I just dread the thought of, getting ready. So those are my goals: to improve social connection and to be more confident in my image. Um, at first, I struggled to define the how of my goals. I was thinking, okay, this is what I want to do, but how would I measure a daily goal for confidence in my image? So initially, I thought, okay, no, I can't do it. And then I thought, let me change it and do a goal of writing, because the goal of writing is easy, right? You just wake up early in the morning, you write something. And then I also thought with improving my social connection that I would connect with someone who I didn't really know through WhatsApp or social media. Um, but thanks to Dr. Lillian, and to your counsel, you basically said, look, if these are the things that you initially thought of, these must be the things that you want to address. So, you advised me that I should start where I am and with what I have. So for social connection, for instance, it was people who you already know, but who you want to connect with. Why don't you start by supporting them or reaching out to them, helping, and getting those already in your network to say, how can I support you, or acknowledge something that they have done. And also with confidence in the image, it was to watch YouTube videos, and maybe at the end of all that, understand where you want it to be, and perhaps consult an image consultant. So so what did I decide to do then? I just did so every day. Once I started this, I knew that I had to have something to do. So even when I got home tired, at the back of my mind I knew that I had a challenge. So I would set my target every morning. I would decide, okay, I'm going to connect with somebody, and I would send them a message. So if I haven't connected with them for a while, and ask for a chat, ask how I can help. And every day since I started the challenge, I've spoken to someone on the phone. I've even connected with friends I haven't seen in over 2 years, and I've met them for tea. And of course, continue to build the networks. Aside from connecting with people, I've been consistent. I've looked on YouTube, I've looked on Pinterest, on how I want to look and how I want to present myself. And once I spoke to my friends, put out the word, they started reaching out to me with advice. I had a friend come over, looked at my wardrobe and said, you look good in this, you don't look good in that, perhaps you can do this. So I think a lot of the things that I have been learning, I've been putting into practice. The bonus of all of this, I have started to journal. I'm pretty methodical in how I do my things. So I started writing in my journal every day what I did. Sometimes I did everything, other times I missed. Sometimes I forgot to update, but I've been very, very consistent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going. I foresee that this is going to be a habit. I foresee day 30 coming. I foresee day 60. I have a very clear goal, and I feel that it is going to definitely be a habit. It is already is. And that's been my experience. But I want to say thank you, Dr. Lillian. You've been really kept me accountable. You've really, really kept me accountable. You've cheered me on, always responding when I've struggled. I don't know how you do it, Dr. Lillian, but you're absolutely amazing. God bless you, and thank you very much.
Thank you. For sure, Josephine, you're doing well in public speaking. You still had 1 minute to go. You actually did 3 minutes and 58 seconds.
You said
So
5
clearly,
minutes. So
you didn't even get to 5. So clearly, that's it. You're
yeah.
doing well. So you keep up with the public speaking. You're speaking like you've done this for so long.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lillian.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Josephine, and thank you for keeping me busy. I really appreciate you. And again, ladies, it's not just these ones. You've all done excellently well, even the ones that are not here. You know, I've had a chat with everyone. There are some that I dropped off at the beginning on day 1 or day 2. But trust me, even as of this weekend, I still checked on them to see what's going on, because I wanted, my desire is that we all finish together. And I'm sure somewhere, somehow, they have something to celebrate, either the knowledge of what discipline looks like or the opportunity that they can do this together on another day. So thanks, Josephine. I really appreciate what you have shared. The ladies celebrate you as well. Awesome. So we go on to Miss Mary Efata. Mary has also kept me engaged. Mary is, yeah, I see that she has a great heart. She has a great desire to learn. I am a very deep person. Mary's messages are for I sit down and read, and I've just been loving them. So thank you so much, Mary. Your turn to share with the ladies.
Hi, Dr. Lillian.
Hi, dear.
Good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon.
So Mary, you have
I will
about
share
3 to 5
very-
minutes. See what you can do in 3 to 5
Yes.
minutes.
I can do a lot in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just a second. Okay, so why did I choose to do
Okay.
the discipline challenge? By the time the challenge started, I had tried going back to the gym and I just wasn't consistent. I would go once in 6 months, if I was lucky, once in 3 months. Despite it being fully paid for already, I just wouldn't show up. And the result was that I was low on energy and I was cranky, I was indifferent towards too many things in life. So for the discipline challenge, I chose to work on my consistency with working out, and I also chose to work on my diet. And I wanted to do so many things, but Dr. Lillian, you advised that just do a little exercise and try intermittent fasting, perhaps up to noon, and then yeah. So for the exercise, I chose to 5 near my workplace, 5 minutes, and I'm already there. So I started going every day. As soon as 5 o'clock came up, I would walk out of the office and go into the gym, despite what everybody wanted to do. So I had to cut out all those tea plans and everything that people wanted to do, that one extra task at work, I cut it out. And by the end of the challenge, everyone knew that at 5 p.m. Mary is going to leave. You can't give her anything else to do. At 5 p.m., she just will not take any other plans. She's going to the gym. And they would meet me along the way and say, oh, you're going to the gym? Yes. And they would let me go. And the other thing that I also discovered was the journey. The days I wasn't able to go to the gym, it was easy to work out at home. I didn't like working out at home because it would mean doing sit-ups in the room and all that. But then I noticed I could walk around the house for about 30 minutes. And within 30 minutes, I've made up the amount of exercise that I wanted. I also learned to work out in different ways, dance around when guys are doing fire practice. So while they think I'm dancing to their music, I'm just working up my steps. In the end, they would all join me. They just didn't know what I was doing, but I was just making up my steps. Also, when I would go to church, I think I would be that one person who over dances during the praise and worship time, just because I'm trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And it works. It just works. I wouldn't sit down at times during meetings. If I start for long, I would get up and start testing. And they would say, "Good, used to." By the end of it, I realized that they can work around my schedule. I don't have to work around. For the intermittent fasting, it was difficult in the beginning because I was not used to it. And because of that, I used to struggle with bloating, with my tummy every morning. But as I did about 5 days, it started to ease up. And I think by week 2, it was difficult for me to eat before noon. In fact, somebody once offered me pastries before noon, and it looked like they were giving me medicine. I was just wondering, what is this you're giving me? And so I'm glad that that happened. The tricks that I learned was you can go out into the parking lot, take about a 30-minute walk around the parking lot. It's easy. Exercise wherever you are if you can't make it to the gym. And as a result, I got my strength, my levels of strength are high now. And I was able to do other things like working on my 2024 goals, which I completed. I was just too lazy to do that, but I feel I have enough energy to do so many things. What next for the 60, 90, and 365 days? I've discovered that my body can't go 3 days. 90 days way different, 365 days it will just be a lifestyle. So thank you so much, Dr. Lillian. I appreciate the time you have taken to see this challenge.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate your time, Mary, and your sharing. You've actually done below 5 minutes, so well done again to you. And yeah, like she has shared, she had big goals from the start. Mary was one of the ones that really had a determination, but slowly, one little step at a time, she's had very great wins at the end of the journey. Not at the end, at the beginning of the rest of her life. You remember when I talked in my presentation, the lady who told me she felt like she had a lifestyle? I will say that was Mary. She told me, I feel that I already have my lifestyle going. And yeah, it just gave me so much joy. So Mary, thank you. The ladies celebrate you and thank you for accepting to share your story. Just so that it's not just me hearing your determination, but other ladies as well. Again, I want to remind us the ladies that I've asked to share are not because they are the best. Yes, their tallies were really consistent for sure, but also they have really kept me engaged. So I thought that if I give you the opportunity to hear what they have been keeping me engaged on, it will encourage us and even the ones who might not have succeeded that much. So thank you, Mary. Next, we have Miss Carol Kezabu. Is Carol on the call?
I am.
Thank you. Carol, your turn. Thank you. Share with the ladies. Yes, we can hear you very well. You have about 3 to 5 minutes. Let's see what you can do in that time.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Lillian, and thanks to everybody who is sharing the win. I happened upon this meeting just by chance. I was taking a lunch break and I saw the reminder and I just happened to log in and I said, you know what, let me take this up. But of course, it has a bit of history to that. So the previous week, we had just done our annual medical for work, and I think I weighed in at about 83 kgs, which is the heaviest I've been. And so already I was thinking, gosh, I need to start working on my health. And then my other goal was on reading. So media, I think around June, I joined a book club and it was already to help me reignite my reading again, because I used to be an avid reader for years. And then over time with social media and TV, I sort of lost track of that. And so joining the book club was great. The first book we read was Atomic Habits, and it talks about, tiny changes, remarkable results. So it's sort of in the same history challenge space. But of course, I didn't take it up. And so when I saw this, I said, you know what, this is my chance. just to hear what the challenge is about, but also maybe give me a chance to exercise some of these. And when you talked about 20 minutes at least, I was like, you know what, that's doing reading. I can read for 20 minutes. I can do whatever I need to do in 20 minutes, and that shouldn't be so tough. So I think that was the biggest incentive from the start, the fact that I wouldn't need so much time. And obviously, I have found myself taking up more and more time as the challenge has gone on. So my two goals were to take up reading again. So I've been doing at least 30 minutes a day of reading. But on the weekend, I found myself even going 2 hours. The first time I finished the first book, I actually wrote a message to Dr. Lillian and just explaining how it had taken me almost 3 months to read that book before the challenge. Even for our book club, I think it had just been a good challenge for everybody. So we had missed a couple of meetings just to discuss it. And so I was able to that. I started on a second one and I picked up a third one on Sunday. So I feel, and really it hasn't been more than maybe at most an hour or two on the weekend, like I said, but most times it's been 30 minutes to an hour. I get in my chapters and then I move on to the next event. What were my tricks? The thing was waking up at, to be honest, because as the day goes by, it becomes very tough to put in your habits. And so I started waking up. I'm not very good at waking up, so I would wake up at 5:30, do my 30 minutes to 40 minutes of reading, and then go on with the rest of my day. A couple of times where I pushed the reading to the evening was when I had to travel very early in the morning or had very early meeting, and so I'll just push it to the end of the evening. The other goal was to take up intermittent fasting consistently. So I've been very familiar with intermittent fasting, and I thought it's the one that gives me the best results in terms of just keeping weight off, but I've not been. And the biggest challenge is always with the weekends. You know, you're like, I'll pick it up again on Monday. But during this challenge, I think it's the one that I've been consistent all the way through. So all the 21 days, 20 days today, it's the one that I've done every single day. So between 8 p.m. and 1 p.m. the next day, I've been consistent with that. The reading is where I miss maybe 3 days, or 3 or 4 days. I can't recall the time. So it's been, I think the biggest source of motivation was Dr. Lillian, you know, the daily messages were definitely a way to keep the challenge on my mind. Being part also helped me on the aspect of accountability, because sometimes you're thinking, you know, I'll do it like, you know, I'll do it on Monday, or I'll pick it. If I miss one day, what the hell? There's nothing wrong with that. But knowing that, you know, even the time frame, you know, 21 days, you're like, I can do it really. I think that also helped me. And so I can say for sure that in the last 3 weeks, I have reduced my phone time by an hour and a half, been keeping track. So for an average of the week, it's reduced by an hour and a half. I've read 2 books and started in the third. I've lost 4 pages over the 3 weeks. And I now look forward to continuing the challenge into the new year. I am hoping, the toughest part, of course, is that we're going into our festive season. I'm going to be on leave, but I want to continue, be consistent. I'll stay with the intermittent fasting, whether it's Christmas Day or New Year's Day. That's the plan for me. And let's see how I come out the other end. So thank you very much for the support of Dr. Lillian, and for putting together the challenge, and for all his sending those messages to encourage. Thank you, everybody.
Wow, Caroline, thank you. Thank you, Carol, for giving us your story, for giving us your version. The ladies have had the question. You've actually done less than 5 minutes, so well done. Just slightly close to 5 minutes. So you've done well. A question I always ask, yes, given that my background is not a good reader, reading medical things, but not reading for knowledge and, you know, making, what's that called? Personal development. No. I asked Carol, how do you do it? Like, I asked on the group, how do you do it? How do you get all these books in? And she's going and going. And even when she writes, you can tell this is a reader. So Carol, that is something that you can use to teach other ladies that struggle. When you start your coaching program, please let me know. I shall be there and send my other ladies that struggle. So thank you, Carol. I really do celebrate that consistency, and congratulations on the 4 kilos. Do you know how hard it is to lose weight? Even 1 kilo, and you've done 4 in 21 days. That's amazing. So well done, my dear. Again, we are continuing to share with a few stories. We still have a bit of time. This is not to say that you didn't perform well or I didn't choose you. No. Again, the disclaimer is these ladies have really kept me engaged in my DM. And I thought that this engagement is worth you guys hearing. And that's why I asked them to share their story. Next, I'm asking, I don't know if the other ones are in, but I want Assumpta. Is she in? Assumpta Nalubega. These are the ones I didn't get a response from. Is Assumpta in the room? How about Vanessa? Vanessa just chatted me a few minutes ago. I don't know if she entered the room.
I'm here, Doctor.
Vanessa, sorry, it seems like an ambush because you hadn't seen the message. Do you think you're able to share with us something within 2 to 5 minutes? The questions are right on the, like I shared with you, they're right on the display.
I can share a few. I can share something.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies. Apologies, I'm not going to be able to switch on my camera, but I just want to start with appreciating Dr. Lillian. You know, when you are talking of accountability partner, someone to check up on you, to account with, I was imagining, okay, it's me to be in their inboxes telling them what I've done today. I've done this, then we tick it off and we move. But yeah, you've been there in our inboxes. At least I can testify to that, checking on us and everything. The goals I had at the beginning, I think like someone shared, I had many, but one thing I realized that I hadn't put in the why in some of the goals that I had. I hadn't emphasized more on the why, but when I talked to Doctor, she clarified on some of the things, and so I went with public speaking because I realized that I struggle a lot in that area. I don't like speaking. I don't like. Yeah, today, even as she told me, even as I read the messages, I was like, okay, I have to speak. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so that one, public speaking, and then the other one was spiritual, to read my Bible, to read a word every day and all that. So for public speaking, I started with looking up on public speaking, and I found a lot of information that I hadn't really thought of. Like, you know how you see people speak and all that, and you don't know the back end. All I thought that people do, I thought they just get the topic and maybe just sit there and organize what they want to speak about, and boom, they speak. But I realized that there's a lot in that. I picked up a course. I was on Google, I searched public speaking and all that, and I found a course on public speaking. I took it up, and as it went by, as I went through the course, it had practical things. I didn't, of course, there are things you know, but you have never put into practice. How you sit matters, how your voice comes out, how you stand matters, how you look matters, and all that. And it has been quite a journey. Now, everywhere I go, I tend to notice what I do, how I'm talking to people. And even as I watch TV on shows and all that where people have to speak, I start noticing how they are speaking, what can I pick from them, what are they doing wrong, and I put a mental note that, okay, this is not what's supposed to be. I've been doing a lot of research, reading about public speaking, something I usually don't do honestly. To find myself immersed in something, like I'm on Google, I'm researching, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm on YouTube, searching about these topics is something that I had never thought of. But yeah, through this process, I've been able to. And I think I told Director that by the end of the project, by the end of this challenge, I'll have to give 2 speeches. I'm still looking for the audience, but at least for one topic, I wrote down, I've already done my research on what I want to speak about and how I want to do it. And most specifically, what I've been able to learn is to tell my story. And yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that speech, to speaking to people. And I want to speak to basically the young people, because there are things that I've gone through that I believe if I tell someone younger than me, they can avoid. They can go through life easier than I had, because there are things that I know now, and in my mind, I'm like, if I got to know the things, life would have been different. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm getting the audience to speak about mental health and then to speak about saving. Yeah, so that's it for, at least for saving, I already have even the notes and everything that I want to talk about, the bullet points, Akina what, everything. Just hand me the mic and we're good to go. And so I think that's it. That's what I wanted to share, basically. Thank you so much, because even as I speak to people now, I mind what I say and how I say it. I mind my posture. I mind everything, the things that I wasn't so much into at the beginning of the challenge. I didn't know that it would come up to this time now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you so much. She's called Maria here, but in the chat, she gave me Vanessa as her name. Vanessa, you did very well. You were like 10 seconds under 5 minutes. So you've done well. Your sisters in the group are telling you that, look, you've got your first audience. Do you know, I completely forgot about that goal. Do you see the amazingness of God? How did I ask you to actually speak? The same thing with Josephine. It was at the back of my mind, but I'll tell you it's not the reason I asked you. And look, you have the opportunity to speak to us. So God works in amazing ways. Thank you, Vanessa. It has been so nice to lead you, and you have really engaged me. And I feel like, yeah, it's something worth doing. Trust me, I'm going to be in your inbox to ask you for that public speaking course. Yeah, so that you can share. Okay, and we're about to finish. I will ask, I hope she's on the call, Marion Namono. Is Marion on the call? If Marion is not here, is Doreen Agaba on the call? I hope Doreen is here. Doreen, she's not here. I didn't see them coming, so that's why I'm asking. Yeah, I hope that you would hear from them. Doreen has followed me in so many programs I've done. And when I saw her signing up, I think she didn't even attend the meeting, the one I presented, but she said, I need to do this. And she's been one of those people that has also given me the joy to lead. So ladies, it's official that we have ended our time together. Thank you for sharing. For those that I haven't called upon to share, you do have a story. You do have something to share. And truth be told, no one will share your story. No one will share your experience on this journey. It will have to be you. Maria, you have a hand raised. Yes, please speak. Yes, Maria, please speak.
I feel like you're closing, but I just wanted to thank the ladies in the group. The few that have been sharing on the chat, when you open the chat, I don't remember their names, but in a certain way, they have helped me because some people share. I think I shared with you another thing that I wanted to do after. Because someone shared it. Someone said they were low on energy every morning and all that.
Yeah.
And I realized that it's the same thing I go through too after reading on the page, because someone mentioned about a habit of reading, and I had started picking up on reading, and then someone shared about energy. And as I read through, I realized that it's the same thing that happens to me. And when I came to your inbox, you told me things to mind about. And for the few, I won't lie that I've been consistent with them, but for the few times I've tried the things you told me, they have worked. I've woken up with a high energy. I try, for now, I try not to eat after 6. After 6, I take water, I take tea. If I'm to eat, I eat something light. And then in the morning, I start with butter and all that. I put music and I start running around to make my mind, to work my mind, and it has helped. So ladies, please share in the inboxes when Dr. Lillian opens them, because you're helping some of us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Maria. I'll let one other person speak. Anybody else wants to speak that maybe you didn't get a chance to express yourself? I'll let one other person raise your hand and let's hear from you. Otherwise, yeah, we're there. I'll share the next steps after. I'll let someone speak if there's anyone. Okay.
Juliet here. Dr. Lillian, Juliet here. I would like to share a bit.
Yes, yes, Julie. Yes, Jules. Please share.
Hi, ladies. It's a pleasure being on call today. I feel amazing having been on this journey with all of you. One of my my goals was to do daily reading, be a 30-minute student every day, and the other goal was to journal. And also, I had a goal to do Bible study on a daily. I had been falling back on some of these things. So what I did, I went online and I searched up communities where people do Bible study. So I joined one. There's this priest, because I'm Catholic. So there's a certain priest who has a podcast. He does a Bible in a year. He also does Catechism of the Catholic Church in a year. So I joined his community. It made it very easy for me to do the Bible study every day. So they give even a certain plan that you follow every day, what you read, and certain reflections of the Bible, etc., etc. So it made it very easy for me to follow. So I followed through with my 21 days of Bible study. And I'm continuing for the rest of the year, come 2024. And it's been very enlightening. I feel amazing because I hadn't known the Bible like how it explains it. So I am very, very glad that I'm doing this. It's something that I've actually shared with the people, my communities around, like my sisters, my friends, and they're getting on board with the Bible studying also. The other thing about journaling, I used to do journaling back in the day, but I've just gotten back into the habit. It has gotten me more self-aware, about my surroundings and the things that are happening to me. Many times as mothers, I'm a mother, so as mothers, we are handling so many things. You're a mother, you're a wife, you have work going on, so you don't have a moment for yourself to reflect about your life and the things that are happening around you. So this journaling gives me a moment at the end of my day to reflect about my day. I plan what's going right, what's going, what's not going right, and how I can improve myself. How can I pour into the cups of the people around me? How can I be a better mother, a better wife, a better sister, and better friend to the people around me? And also, how can I fill my cup?
Is Julia done? Did I lose you? You are still speaking? Is it just me? Can you guys hear her?
No,
Or did
anymore.
we lose her? She's done. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Juliet. thank you. What she has said is so true, that while you're in a community of people, you realize that there are things that you can feed in, and there are things that you can do, and there are things that you can actually, you hadn't even thought about. And if you have the initiative, those are the things you hold on and run with. I have seen that many times. I have learned a lot from you ladies. For me, it started, I shared yesterday, so I don't need to repeat. It started as a true prompting of something that's not very comfortable. And through this time, I've had my wins through the year. But this time particularly, I wanted to write, but also to be consistent on my routines, because it wasn't right for me to demand of you when I'm not giving. I've been able to do that, and I will actually let you know that I have lost about 3 kilograms because I've been quite more deliberate because of engaging you guys. 3, maybe not 3, 2 probably, around there. But recently I went for a doctor's appointment when I was sick, and I actually stood on the scale and I was like, wow. So I have learned and been challenged as well. This journey has been so engaging. Some of you have asked me, how did I do this? It's because for me, social well-being is very important. Like I've told you, the 3 well-beings, emotional, physical, and social, are important. This season, you've been my social well-being. You've been one of the people that I wake up and look forward to chatting. My phone has been so busy. I've been joyful because it was deliberate that this season of my life, this was in my social well-being. And like I shared with you, the why is important. I was on assignment. And for me, that's what it has been. Yes, it has been challenging to keep up. My work has to continue. My family has to continue. My other businesses have to continue. But I was determined that you guys, for this season, these 21 days, you are one of the most important in my social well-being. So thank you for allowing me to do that. And what next? What does it look like for me? I'm looking forward that each one of you will carry through to 60 days, making it automatic. 90, don't think that you're there. No, we still have to do the work. 90 days that it will become a lifestyle. And that this time next year, maybe I'll be calling on some of you to come and do the teaching, because the discipline challenge has many ladies were not able to keep up. Many ladies were not able to join the challenge. Many contacted me late. I had almost 10 ladies, honestly, who really wanted, but I couldn't let them in. So I promised them that I was going to do a new edition, and I'm going to do that early next year. So I'm going to share the links with you guys to invite ladies that you feel can benefit from this, so that we can be able to do it again early next year. My desire for you is that you will win, you will excel in holistic health and healing. Some of you ladies have asked me, what else do I have to offer? Exactly what I've done is what I do for business, but more detailed, of course. So I have a course called the Extraordinaire, meaning becoming extraordinary. That's why I keep talking about extraordinary. I take only 20 ladies so that I'm not overwhelmed. But what I do is I carry them through emotional, physical, and social well-being deliberately. It might be a bit costly, I will warn you, but the result is worth it. At the end of the day, seeing people becoming extraordinary, and the purpose is to do exactly what has happened in my life. Exactly, my friends, especially Fortunate here, knows where I started from. I was a mess. But when I look at where my life is now, I need a lady to be like me. So that's what I do deliberately. So what you've experienced in a discipline challenge is what I do. But I give the specific guidelines that you're going to do in emotional, in physical, and in social, such that by the end of it all, you are truly extraordinary. That's one of them. The second one is standout. That is a 1 year, I call it the standout woman, a lady of significance that is doing the one year Women of the Bible. So we do the Women of the Bible together for 1 year. Many ladies on here had spiritual well-being and reading the Bible. I've done the Women of the Bible, and it made me realize I've actually read the Bible. I've always wanted to read the Bible and I would never succeed. But on this journey, small little things, I got guidance whereby when you study the women of the Bible, it's not just learning the liturgy or the theoretical or what's that word? The religious part of it, but understanding how did the women of the Bible become significant, that we still talk about them. So those are the two, and I'll share details with you guys, not just for you, but for someone you know will benefit from this. Somebody out there wants newness, wants to be extraordinary, wants to move from gray to glow. My life was gray, like I didn't realize, you know how you're just going. And now when I look at, and that's why my tagline is adding the glow to medicine. I practice clinical medicine, but with a glow. Some of you who've had a chance to be my patients, you realize, and this is not to boast, I'm not boasting, I'm giving it as a testimony of how much results from doing the work when you're guided by God. So that is to invite you. So I really appreciate all of you. I appreciate your time. I am going to keep chatting with you. The next steps from here is I'm going to give you a tally, each one of you, of what it looked like for 21 days. So if you forgot to tally, that's what I will share with you, and you'll see how you've done. Even the ones who did 1 or 2 days, I'll still share. So if you can give me time, I'll compile all that and share it with us tomorrow, today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow because the day is far gone. I'll keep the group open for this week. Ask your questions, share plans, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end of the week, I will close the group, okay? I really wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you excellence. I wish you joy and happiness. I wish that the results that you have had, somebody else will benefit from. First, your closest family, that is your spouse, your children, your parents, your workmates. People need this goodness to flow to you. So please share it with somebody. I'm very grateful to G4G, Primera, Fortunate, and the ladies that enabled me to enter the G4G space. I am a mentor in G4G. I've done a lot of work with G4G. And yeah, it's a blessing to be a part of it. My business is called Holistic Health Hub. It's an initiative that supports women, especially to come from gray to glow. So G4G has been one of the places I've been able to practice my confidence. So thank you, ladies. God bless you. How are we doing with time? Yeah, 1:15. We started around about this time, so we've taken 1 hour. Let me look at what I missed in the chats. Thank you from Vanessa. You're very welcome. Happy New Year. Greetings to each other. Let's keep engaged in the chat, and I appreciate each one of you. I want us to, let me stop the share. If you can take a moment, although the cameras might not allow, if you can we take a photo together? I'll just take a screenshot if it's okay with you. Just turn on your camera for a moment and I'll take a picture. If you can. If you can. Yes, Maria, you're dark. Put yourself in the light nicely and we see if we can capture a photo of everyone. Okay, you're very welcome, Julie. Okay, let me see if my screen can allow me to take a picture. Anybody else adding there? Okay, nice. Let me see. Awesome, I took it. So thank you, ladies. God bless you. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the chat, in the WhatsApp group. Bye. Bye-bye. Congratulations. Keep going.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.